What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Eddie Express DFS podcast, presented to you, as always, by Draft Dashboard. Remember, you can try the tools that I'm using from Draft Dashboard by clicking my link in the description below. I'll leave a comment down there in the comment section below, too, so you can have easy access to get this. You can try it 30 days for $1. You can't beat that with a stick. We will get into some of the tools here in just a second. I'm going to do a quick lineup review. This lineup actually really kind of pissed me off because I had some people that were in smash spots, but the one who gets the middle finger for me is Marcus Smart because we were on him. Dude shot the ball 14 times, was 0 for 8 from 3, was 3 for 14 from the field. He was just in an awesome spot and nobody had him. I had him and he just couldn't put the ball in the basket, so that one's frustrating to me. JaVale McGee was also up there. A lot of people had him. JaVale McGee, a lot of people had him. He was in a crush spot, so if you played him and got burned by him, I don't blame you. I mean, he was projected to play about 30 minutes. He played 13, got in foul trouble. Lakers went small. It was just a frustrating night because we had some guys that were in really good spots. Simmons was a price play for me. He hasn't been playing well, but 7,800. I mean, Ben Simmons it's whatever. But I was looking forward to playing Simmons today, but the DraftKings is assholes, and they raised his price by 600, even though he had a bad game again, and they're playing the Knicks or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. But kind of pissed me off because I was going to play him today, but not so much now. We'll get into the position optimizer. So at point guard today, we have a few people that we like. But for me, Colin Sexton, I think, is going to be my guy as of right now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, so a lot can change. But Colin Sexton's just a guy that's, been playing high minutes. They've needed him. Their backcourt's just depleted right now. They do have guys that are getting healthy, but they really don't trust anyone else at point guard outside of Sexton. So I'm gonna start with him. DeLon Wright. I expect Conley to be back today. It was just an illness, but if for whatever reason Conley's out again, you can just fire back up DeLon Wright. I had him yesterday. He was an easy play for me. He's a good value play. There's good value and then there's bad value. DeLon Wright was good value. He's a good player. People that were chasing Chasson Randall, that one wasn't for me. But DeLon Wright's a good player. So, and then. I have interest in Marcus Smart still if Kyrie were to miss again. The dude's usage is just so much higher without him on the floor. I think he's got like a 22% usage. He shoots the ball. He plays defense. I might go back to the well with Marcus Smart, even though he gets the middle finger for today. We'll go over to shooting guard next. Shooting guard, I like Devin Booker quite a bit. It's a really good matchup against the Clippers. I'm actually going to be having a couple pieces of the Suns today. He's just got a good price point, and I don't think he'll have a ton of ownership, but it's early. It's hard to tell who's going to be high owned and who's not. Lou Will is interesting, too, in the same game. He's a little expensive, but some people might chase after his 45-point real point game the other day, which led to 52 fantasy points. The thing about him is if he doesn't score, you're in a lot of trouble because he's a very scoring-dependent guy. Small forward. Small forward today. I have interest in Justice Winslow. I always have interest in him just because he's a guy that fills up the stat sheet. He's not going to be my guy right now, but he might be a utility player or a guard forward position for me. Kevin Knox right now is the guy that's popping off the page for me. He's been shooting a lot lately with the new look Knicks. He's shot like 21 times and like 16. When you get guys that shoot with that kind of volume, it's hard to miss on a $4,900 price tag. So I have some interest in him. I think he's going to be my guy here at this position. Let's get into power forward. Power forward today. Nance is still interesting, but his price has come up $800. So I don't know how much interest I have in that. But if Nance is playing against Brooklyn, Brooklyn sucks against centers, so I still have interest in him. I think he's, can very easily get you 40 points. Power forward. Dario Saric. I might be biased, because I'm a Timberwolves fan, but Dario Saric just makes a lot of sense. He's starting now. He got in foul trouble last game and still put up 38 points. He had 2 fouls within the first minute and a half. So, but Dario Saric is another can't miss guy for me at 4,600. I expect him to score around 30 DraftKings points, and at 4,600, that's all you can ask for, really. He's just so much better than Taj Gibson offensively. He just spreads the floor. It's got a really high total, and he just makes for a great value play, in my opinion. I'm not always right, but as you can see, yesterday didn't work out so hot. But center, I'm actually going to be looking at 2 centers today. Number 1 is Jokic, just because the Kings have struggled big time with stopping big men. It's got to be the highest pace matchup of the day. They get almost a five possession boost against Sacramento, so that's a really big benefit. And as you can see, Sacramento doesn't rank well defensively, not very well against the position. Willie Cauley-Stein's going to be in trouble against Jokic. And then another guy that has burned me many times this year, but DeAndre Ayton. The Clippers really struggled inside. This guy's got a nice price tag at $6,700. He only needs like 35 to be 5x. I expect him to be more in the 40 to 45 range today. I like the Suns side of this game quite a bit. Not so much for the Clippers from a fantasy perspective. I also have interest in Karl Anthony Towns, but one thing I'll say with Towns is he was really chalky the last time they played. I didn't play him because Derrick Rose negatively affects Karl Anthony Towns. Derrick Rose shot like 13 times, and I think Towns' usage was way down. So Rose being on this team and healthy kind of hurts him negatively, which is kind of frustrating because he's in a really good matchup against Houston. But if Rose is healthy, Towns is a no from me. But if Rose were to miss for whatever reason, then I would have quite a bit of interest in Towns. But Rose is questionable right now, so we'll see. I think he says he plans on playing, so that makes a big difference on that one. Alrighty, let's get into the lineup optimizer. Before we do that, please like, comment, subscribe on this video. It really helps me keep doing what I'm doing and get going. Our channel's really starting to receive some love. We have a goal of 75 views today. We came up to 70 yesterday, so little by little, we're just going to try and grow every day. So this is something that I put out in my single entry lineup right now at 9 in the morning, so a lot can change. But for now, we're going to start out like this. We're going to go get... Alrighty, how did we build this again here? Small forward was Winslow. No, small forward was Knox. So we went Knox, and then instead of Murray, we went and got Winslow. And then we came up here and got Bogdanovich. So this is what my early build looks like. Justice Winslow, Devin Booker, Kevin Knox, Dario Saric, DeAndre Ayton, Colin Sexton, Bogdan Bogdanovich, Nikola Jokic. I like this quite a bit for an early morning build, but we'll see. A lot can change throughout the day. Another tool that I'm going to show you quick is the cheat sheet. So here's the cheat sheet right now. It's still being updated, but here's some of the best plays so far today. Like in Doncic and Ayton quite a bit. DeLon Wright, if Conley's out again, he'll be in my lineup, but we'll see. They're kind of they kind of update this and have a final output at about 9:30, and then they update it throughout the day. So it's a little early yet, but they're working on it. And then I like to go into the lineup optimizer, and I like to show you guys mass generated lineups. Just like to give you guys the ability to have all the tools and show you how to use the website once you sign up. You get it 30 days for $1. Really helps you out doing defense or DFS stuff. So we'll make 20 lineups real quick, see what it spits out. Now a lot of these players that it's going to spit out are going to be from my player pool, because that's how it works. So if your player pool is completely different than mine, and you throw it in a mass lineup generator, it's going to spit out completely different things. But basically what this does is it takes your player pool and makes a lot of lineups, including players that you are interested in. So if you have interest in the wrong players, it's not going to really work. But if you put interest in the right players, you might have 20 lineups that really pop off because it has players from your player pool. So you still have to set a good player pool. It's not just going to spit out a GPP winning lineup because it's a generator. So here's what we got on DraftKings. Here's the best projected lineup. As you can see, not a ton of my plays, but here's the best one. Here's Winslow. Paul is interesting. His price is starting to creep up there, though. Here's Dario Saric. Ayton. Here's some of the projections you can see to the right-hand side here. Here's Jokic, Sexton, Booker. So yeah, anyways, we'll just get back over here into the draft dashboard. Go over all the tools here just so we get them all available to you. So here's a tool in the player trends tab. So you can look at the minutes monsters, and it'll give you all the people playing a ton of minutes. So here's the minutes monsters. It'll give you a salary difference. So from FanDuel to DraftKings, so these are the players with the biggest salary difference between the sites. Kind of helps you out to figure out what is a better value on each site. Here's point production. And then here's just an overall performance tool. Yeah, lots of cool stuff over here at Draft Dashboard. If you'd like to sign up, I'll offer you 30 days for $1. You'll also get access to my custom player pool, so you can see which players that I'm going to have in my Watch Players tab. Right now it has 6 players. By the time we lock, we'll probably have anywhere from 15 to 20 players in there. So I'm not just going to give you all of my plays right away, but if you're interested in something that I'm looking at, you'll also get access to that. Here's another one. We got sleepers and studs. So here's the sleepers. And go over here, get the studs. Kind of ranks them for you over here. Draft rank is obviously, or the dash rank is obviously the higher the number, the better. So right now on this slate, it looks like the highest is Jokic, followed by Embiid, followed by Giannis, followed by Harden, it looks like. Alrighty, guys. Well, I will let you guys get on with your day. Have yourselves a good Wednesday afternoon. As you can see, I just clicked on the cheat sheet again, and here comes some more plays. Russell, Beal. Just something to keep an eye on. Updates throughout the day. Have yourself a good Wednesday, guys. Hump day, yeah.